In the Quran, there's a surah, a verse, which says, "Well, we found our parents doing this, so we're doing it." And the Quran says, "God never promotes sin." Are you saying about God something that you don't know? Let's listen to the actual verse here.
قل إن الله لا يأمر بالفحشاء أتقولون على الله ما لا تعلمون.
There is still an idea that sort of peters through comments in YouTube and across the internet that Islam is a religion of fury and revenge. It isn't. It's a religion of peace. Drop Dude John says, "What amazes me the most about this video is it's the first time I've ever seen you talk like this. Doesn't he realize followers of Islam do similar things in every conflict they're in? Parading and mutilating bodies is this speciality." I was talking about the treatment of Shani Luak by Hamas and the way they paraded her naked body, and it simply is against the fundamental principles in the Quran and in the Hadiths and the life of the Prophet. There's a story of Abu Masud al-Badri, and Abu Masud was beating a slave with a whip, and the Prophet stopped him and said, bear in mind, retaliation is equal to the offence, and who are you really to determine at what point that that equality has been reached. Taking revenge is an extremely dangerous and foolish thing to do. It's not encouraged in Islam. So much better to pardon and to be safer, because revenge, once you start on revenge, you start on a path to hatred and to evil. And Islam tells us from the very beginning that we are sent into the world to develop a good character, to spread the goodness of life, to benefit all. You can retaliate against evil, but only so much, because people themselves are not evil. People are consumed with evil. People can change. And forgiveness is by far the greater, it's by far the thing that causes greater merit than revenge. And it's so clear. And I think the revenge now, with the claim that that hostages will be killed, is grotesque. How can you kill a civilian child who you've taken hostage? How can you do this? Unless you are fundamentally evil, fundamentally flawed. And I don't believe this is a mark of Islam. This is a mark of insanity. Utter insanity. It's also a mark. It's also a mark of self-righteousness, and the self-righteous religious authorities are a danger, a serious danger. We see it not only in this sort of nonsense of a perversion of Islam, which is a religion of peace. We see it also in the pronouncements of the Patriarch of Moscow, Kirill. We see it across the religious divides, people who think they are right. The only position that is justified is to doubt that you are right, and is to recognize your ignorance, because in the face of the Almighty, nobody is right. Everybody is in need of correction. Everybody is, when we meet pure goodness, we can only look at our failure. And the self-righteous revenge is not a path towards goodness at all. So I'm afraid I disagree about the idea of Islam. I think Islam is a religion of peace, and I think it's a greatly revered and a greatly beneficial religion. It's a religion that gives hope to many people.